Are you following the Rugby Championship? Stick around. I'll share my insights into the Springboks versus the All Blacks second test from Cape Town. Hey everyone, it's Coach H here. You've found Inspired by Union, a channel where I discuss Southern Hemisphere rugby. Let's dive right in. Well, after a dramatic first test between the Springboks and the All Blacks, both coaches, they've rung a few of the changes this week. Quite interesting to see the All Blacks. They've strengthened their bench as they've dropped a Centurion and their halfback back in to finish this game, whilst South Africa, they've recalled World Cup winning 5'8" Andre Pollard and custodian Willie le Roux. Springboks, well, the same front row rolls out once again Nietzsche, Monambi and Mulherba. Return to the starting lineup for Edsbeth. He's joined by Norta in the second row. Siya Kolisi, he defers his surgery for a couple of weeks' time, whilst Dutoy moves back to the open side. Jasper Wiese, he'll do the job at number 8. Grant Williams, he's joined by the experienced Andre Pollard. It's the old firm reuniting in midfield in Dealender and Krill. Cheslin Colby, excitement machine Kanan Moody, he returns, whilst le Roux wears 15. A 5-3 split this week for the Boks. Absolute weapon Malcolm Marx, he'll wear 16. He's joined in the front row by Steenkamp and Kloch. Quagga Smith and Elrig Lowe, they provide some absolute firepower from the bench. Scrum half Jaden Hendrickse, he's joined by Sasha Feinberg, Ngomazulu and Lucanio Arm, such a devastating centre, he finds his way into the 23 jersey. So where do the Springboks win this one? Well, look at their DNA, it all starts up front. An absolutely powerhouse starting 8, 5 quality forwards on the bench. I maybe expect Dutoy to finish this game in lock with Edsbeth. That allows Quagga Smith to come on and Elrig Lowe and really add some punch to the loose forward unit. In Andre Pollard, they have a real master of his craft in terms of game management. Able to steer the team around the field. His goal kicking is superb. The All Blacks will have to be on point in terms of giving away any penalty. Lack of discipline cost the team in black last week. If they again get punished at the breakdown, expect Andre Pollard to build a score. Willie le Roux had an absolute shocker of an attacking read last time out in Australia. He'll be looking to put that behind him. No better way than to have a first-class performance against the old foe, the All Blacks. All Blacks, the New Zealanders, they also name the same front row as last week. Big Tamati Williams, so good last week against the South Africans. He's joined again by Taylor and big man Lomax at tight head. Barrett and Vi again join up in the middle row. Wallace Satiti, he finds himself in a big game early in his career as he wins the number 6 jersey off the injured Blackadder. Sam Cane, he returns at number 7, and the experienced current World Rugby Player of the Year, Ardie Savea, at 8. I expect the All Blacks to mix it up in the back row. Will we see Satiti packed down in the boot for a couple of scrums? Last week's starting halfback TJ Perenara, he's been relegated, and it's Ratima that takes the 9 jersey. He builds on his Chiefs combination with Damian McKenzie, so they have that familiarity, that teamwork index that Coach Razor values so highly. Geordie Barrett, Rico Ioane, they again team up in midfield. Barrett, he'll take on more kicking duties this week as his brother's left on the bench. 2 world-class wings in Talea and Reese, and an appointment that most of New Zealand's been holding out for, Will Jordan at 15. Jordan, he's a weapon in terms of his running game. His kick game probably not on par with Beauden Barrett. However, the All Blacks do have Geordie and McKenzie to share the kicking roles around. The All Blacks, they look to bolster their bench this week. It's no secret that the South Africans overrun the visitors at Ellis Park. O'Moore starts at reserve hooker. Tuangafasi, he'll be filthy with his yellow card last week. He'll be looking to put in a performance this week, whilst we have Fletcher Newell. He'll be moving up to 20 caps this week. Sam Darry, he's the reserve lock, whilst the New Zealanders have gone with Luke Jacobson, who can cover all 3 positions in the back row. 3 highly experienced backs in Perenara, Anton Leonard-Brown and Beauden Barrett. They're available to close this one out for the visitors. So what do the All Blacks have to do to take this one? Well, I think they've signalled their intent with the appointment of Ratuma at 9. They'll be looking for high tempo play, try and run the South African forwards off their feet. Beauden Barrett in the first test of the year against the English in Dunedin, he was absolute first class and a difference maker. The All Blacks will be hoping for a similar response as he'll come on, probably 30 to go, in order to close this one out. I'd actually like to see a finishing back three of Rika Ioane moving from centre to the left wing once Anton Leonard-Brown comes on, shifting Will Jordan to the right wing and Beauden Barrett to fullback. For me, it's still advantage South Africa. They get home by 3. So who's your pick for this week in Cape Town? Either way, I'm picking it's going to be another absolute classic between these two great rivals. I'm Coach H. You've been watching Inspired by Union.